Hey everybody, Jochen Heiden here, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden 10, no, 11 December 1941, Turn 5 combat replay and intel analysis. So I'm kind of in uncharted territory here. I don't really know what to expect this round. I think we've gotten all the ships out of Singapore and out of the area, and they're out of immediate danger from him getting intercepted from his stuff. The only area that I'm a little concerned about right now going into this turn is that large surface task force that was moving towards Mindanao in the Philippines. So let's play this turn and see what all happens. I don't really know. Okay, and we're off on the 11th December turn. No idea what's going to happen here. Okay, so he captures a base, and now we capture a base for free, no combat. Okay, so it looks like we got the I-8 off of Pearl Harbor, just hanging out there. All right, so we push it down, but no combat occurs. So more reinforcements are coming over to drop some stuff on this guy. Doesn't look like we're gonna get anything out of it though. All right, so the hull comes over, but is unable to do anything to the I-8. No night ops. Oh, that's what he's doing. Huh. Well, okay, so he was not going for Cagayan. That task force that I saw was actually here to bombard Sandakan. Oh, no! I know why. I know exactly why. Okay. Alright, I know what he's doing here. So he's attacking Sandakan because he somehow knows that I've got some stuff there. And if you notice, he is correctly using his Jake spotter planes and night recon to help do this. Why would... Interesting. How did I know they were there? Okay, so he's landing at Hollandia in New Guinea. And Vanimo. Wow. 2 for 1, huh? Sandakan. How did he know? Oh, no! Oh, gosh. That's... Oh. Yeah, guys, this is not good. It's pretty rare that a sub hits a destroyer, but when you hit a Farragut with 2, it's done. Man, that's a big loss for me, guys. Dang it. Farragut is a good destroyer, and I hate to lose destroyers like this. I can only hope that our subs can do something like that. Japanese dive bomber, huh? Okay, got some sweeps in China. Another sweep. Interesting. He's bombing Singapore. I don't know why. There's nothing there. So we do shoot down a Betty and damage 5 more. Let's see what is altitude he's bombing at? 11,000 feet. So honestly, this is kind of a mistake, and here's why. He's bombing supply that he's going to inherit anyway. I don't know why he's doing this. He can take Singapore without any effort at all. He's just banging it up for himself. Okay, so he ground attack here. Trying to slow us down, retreating to Clark Field. Okay, a little raid on the north there. Minor casualties. And he's hitting Chang Chao again. These are very small raids. This is way different than what Lodric does, you know? Well, not that I should be comparing the two, but his air raids are much smaller. I wonder why that is. Okay, and as soon as I say that, he comes in with this monster raid. So, okay, never mind. I take it all back. He's just the same as Lodric. Okay, sweep. Just bombing, just to bomb. Here's a raid on Johor Bahru, trying to keep us from building up forts there. Wow, another huge raid. Look at the size of that escort, 24 zeros. This poor unit up here is getting plastered. And so is this one now. He's being a lot more diverse with his target selection, though. Like, Lodric just hits one hex, right? Hey, this guy's spreading out the love. Look at that. A lot of zeros there. You know, it's kind of interesting that you're not seeing the zeros on the screen here. I wonder why that is. It's saying there's 24 zeros, but like, I wonder if it's maybe it's because it's a long-range cap. I don't really know why they're not showing up on the graphic here. Okay, an attack on Temelo. Again, 24 zeros, but we don't see them depicted. I don't know why that is. He really wants this hex. Look at that, 35 zeros, man. He's got so many zeros already. It's because we're playing scenario 2, but he already has so many zeros in China, I can't do anything. Okay, raid coming in on Aloe Star. There's a 24-0 thing again. I don't really understand that. Okay, so that's the AM phase. Now we're going into the PM phase. Recon going on, not much else so far. Looks like there's bad weather all over the place. Yeah, see the clouds all over the Philippines? I don't think he's going to be able to bomb there. Yeah, so the PM phase was kind of a wash for everybody. Oh, jeez, thanks. How nice. Poor AM Robin out there at Johnson just ducking and weaving torpedoes all over the place. Can't believe we lost the Farragut like that. So much for the Gemma. Japanese subs are the most annoying thing ever. They make U-boats look like rookies. Goodbye, Gemma. Oh, that's not good. Wow, look at that. Look at that. He's hitting all 4 of them at the same time. Man, I've never seen anybody do that. Four and one. Like, all of northern Borneo. Wait, is that Borneo? No. New Guinea. He's got it right here. Oh, yeah. Shock attack, of course. Well, now we know what he's got. These guys are toast because they got bombed into oblivion. That's why they're showing zeros here. Yeah, that was not good. So we know he's got almost 600 assault value with the troops coming down this road quickly. Look at those casualties. That's garbage. Whatever. Okay, he's still trying to soften up Hong Kong. He's got 2 divisions. I think he could just take it right now if he tried. So, but even spread on casualties here. And then he walks in and takes Chang Chao for free. And he can have it. Alright. How did he get into Lingayen that fast? This unit must have been stuck because they got stuck because they got bombs and it slowed in. It knocked them out of the certain move mode they were in. Yeah, so this is done. Alright. Let's just get to the point. So that unit is completely destroyed, but there was hardly anything left in it. And we get a nice little snapshot as to what he's got here. And it looks like a total of 500 assault value, which is less than half of what we got at Clark. Wow, we actually hold for once. We take a ton of look at that. Isn't that ridiculous? He doesn't take it, but we suffer 433 casualties, and he takes 0 casualties. That's such crap. Gary Grigsby, you let us down on the ground combat here, man. This is so silly. You're telling me not a single Japanese tank or a single anything got hurt here? I don't believe it. I ain't buying it, Gary. I'm not salty or anything. It's, you know, it's fine. Just running through the end of turn stuff here. Oh, Mandalay. I need to maybe look at that. Hyderabad. Okay, get some pretty decent ships coming in around place here. These are units that I'm transferring to Bandoang. Okay, let's analyze. Okay, guys, we're back. Let's take a look at the numbers here. All right, start with the aircraft losses for today. 2 to 3. He lost 2 Bettys and Anne. We lost 2 Catalinas, which suck. I don't like losing those. We don't have enough of them to go around, and we keep losing them every day to ops losses, which is, I need to take a look at that. Top pilots, 1 killed, which is going to be one of our Catalina pilots, and no wounded, no missing. Army lost points, no real surprise here. This ticked up quite a bit because of that huge loss we had in China. He basically took no casualties. Now, this is the one that stings more than anything. Ship losses for the day. We got nothing of his, but he bagged the Gemma, which isn't overly useful. It's a slow ship, and it's nothing we need. But the Farragut, that's a real shame to lose this ship. It's a good ship, and it upgrades great later in the war. And this is actually the lead of its class. It's the lead ship of the Farragut class. So to lose it to a Japanese torpedo, which oftentimes destroyers don't take torpedoes when they're not damaged. This is just very unlucky for us. But it is what it is. I have them out there doing ASW work, and eventually they're going to eat a torpedo, I guess. I just was wishing it wasn't the Farragut because it has a lot of, nostalgia, sentimental value to me. But, it's gone, and it is what it is. We got to move on. So our total ship losses are 118. We're 4 or 5 days into this war. We've already lost 118 ships. Is that a record? Did Hellsen set a new record on ship losses for us? I think he did. It's got to be a new record. And we're only showing 1. I think it's actually 3. We'll never know. All right, we can take a look at the signals intelligence here. So Babel's got something going on. Let's see what else. Hakodate, Fukuoka, and Camaran Bay. So, okay, we'll take a look at Camaran Bay. We see it's got some ships in port, some aircraft. Babel's got stuff in port, some aircraft. Okay. Hakodate. That's over here somewhere, right? Right here. Oh, Fukuoka. Okay. Doesn't really tell us what he's got here. Hakodate's right there. Well, all it tells us is that he has ships in port. Okay. Ops report. We'll take a quick peek at this. I'm going to just kind of scroll through it kind of quick here. And if I see anything noteworthy, I'll point it out to you. A lot of stuff here. A lot of sightings. This Jupiter. We'll take a look at this next, because that's going to be something kind of important here. Yeah, there's Farragut. Okay, so let's look at the Jupiter, since that came up in the ops report. This guy's not doing too good. I don't know if we're going to be able to save this one, guys. Typically, when your system damage is over 50, it starts causing cascade effects into your flotation damage. So, as you saw, we had 4 different references to pumps failing, and the pumps are represented by the systems, right? There's all kinds of systems on a ship, right? Some of which are pumps, and when this goes over 50 and it gets in the red, you can start having additional failures. So we got a long way to go here before we get to Colombo, so I don't know if the Jupiter's going to make it. All right, let's talk about the overall strategic situation here. In China, it's becoming apparent to me that cap traps aren't going to work so well here, because he's got zeros up the wazoo. I saw 50, 60 zeros in China alone this last turn, and nothing we can do is going to beat that. Our P-40s are no match for those. And I'm sure they've got great pilots too, so I do have some P-40s in China, and I think I might want to just think about pulling them out of there, because like I don't see what we're going to be able to do with them. If he's going to escort all of his raids with zeros, I don't see how we're going to be able to combat that. So I'll keep giving it some thought, but right now I'm not really loving the idea of keeping P-40s in China, because I don't see what they're going to be able to accomplish. He took Chao for free, which is fine because we evacuated it. And he also had a victory down here, and he blasted out a unit and caused us a lot of casualties. And this unit has about 600 assault value in it. And now he's turning towards this one. So It's a race against time to see if we can get this unit out of here in time. I don't know if we will, because this guy is just going to go a wrecking ball on all this stuff over here. Other than that, we're still just compressing and forming up our new line of defense. For the time being, everything's fine in China, other than the fact that I know he's got a lot of zeros. The bombing raids have been acceptable. Everything in here's been pretty fair. I don't see troop movements that are out of the ordinary. It's very refreshing to have a China battle here that I think I might be able to do okay with, because he doesn't have the Qingtang army coming over in mass at the beginning of the campaign. So that's good for me. So we're just moving some stuff around in Rangoon right now, but one thing I already noticed is that he's got a lot of recon going on here. Look at the detection levels and everything. Everything is detected, man. He's got recon going all over the place. You know, and he's going to start spotting some of these convoys coming in. So I'm going to have to get some long-range cap up, because our ceasefire that we agreed to in Burma ends on the 14th. And I have no doubt that he's going to throw the whole book at me when that's over with. We had another battle here where his tanks came in and massacred our troops, but we held. For how long, I don't know. Interestingly, it appears as though he stopped moving into Johor. I don't know why. I don't see the arrow pointing down, but that buys us some time, and it buys us time to get possibly some decent units out of here, or at least one or two. I'm currently in the process of airlifting out the 224 Group RAF, because I need that in Burma. And we're well on our way of getting it out. Every day that he doesn't do anything else, we can repair more aircraft. So, like, we have another aircraft at Georgetown we can get out. Looks like we've got 2 more aircraft in Singapore that we can move out. So every day he's not in Singapore is a day that we can do something. So I don't know what he's waiting for, honestly. This quantity of troops that I see looks like it's more than enough to take everything we got, but he still is not moving on there. I don't really know why. Looking into the Philippines, he successfully took Lingayen, and he destroyed a unit there, but it wasn't a very powerful unit. We're going to continue to collapse into Clark Field. We got a pretty decent amount of troops there already. And he didn't bomb us either, so while we still have a lot of damage here, we're going to start chipping away at this, and we'll get this fort built back up. And then we can also get this guy, which I was waiting to repair an aircraft that was there. We're going to bring him back into Clark, and he should be able to get there within 2 days. We could. Oh, and here's a game within a game, right? Check it out. It's the Porpoise. Repairs are coming along nicely. Right now, as it stands, this ship is already in a state that it could sail safely, I believe. But we need to get that speed up quite a bit. Right now, we can only move 2 hexes a day, 1 hex per pulse at cruise speed. And I wouldn't want to go any faster with this damage. So we have this guy. And it stood down at Pierside Repair because we don't have a repair facility in Bataan. But I'm going to be moving this Cavite base force down into Bataan, and these naval support will help it speed up the repair of the ship a bit. And we may be able to get that guy, our only surviving sub, out of Manila. We can get it repaired and get it moved down. Okay. So the task force that was here, I thought was going to Cagayan to bomb it. Actually, something kind of fishy here. He did a U-turn and went after Sandakan. There's nothing at Sandakan except for these. My 3 British destroyers from Hong Kong. He somehow knew they were there, and I don't really understand why. So he came in here and bombarded the heck out of this base. Didn't really accomplish much. He took out some port damage and wasted a lot of ammo. To the best of my knowledge, this is where his task force is at now. And since he's gone, we have no surface. Well, okay, I take that back. We do. Check this out. We have another task force moving west, but I think that's enough time for us to get this guy moved to Tarakan. We combine it with some of these, and once this clears out, what we can do is start shuttling ships back towards Surabaya. Definitely want to tangle with this guy though. But we got enough time to get our ships moved into Tarakan. And then these guys better start going a little faster because this is coming in there quick. But in the meantime, we have a few more days at Cagayan to get our act together, so that's what we'll do. Again, in Java, things are going okay. We do have some task forces out here, and these appear to be moving northwest, which would be this direction. I don't know exactly where he's going with those. But look what we're getting. We're loading up a lot of fuel. We got some pretty decent fuel numbers here. Okay, so we're draining as much fuel as possible out of the Dutch East Indies, and we're going to be transporting that down to Perth, where we can use the fuel in Australia. So I'm actually pretty happy about this so far. Like that's a lot of fuel. And if you take a look at some of these ships here, we got 5,000 fuel on this, 1,800 fuel there, 5,200 fuel, 1,800. Where are these guys going? Oh, they're heading up to get some fuel because we have the time. Fuel there, fuel there, fuel there. We're probably going to get about 100,000 units of fuel, 100,000 tons. I think it's tons. Out of Java, out of Sumatra. And one of the reasons that I feel comfortable doing this is that I mined all these little gaps. Okay, I put minefields here, so I feel comfortable that his subs won't be able to get through here safely, nor will his cruisers and stuff. So we kind of put a little shield behind us, and you know we're going to get a lot of fuel out of here, which we really need in Australia. So that's pretty cool. I didn't get to do this in the Lodric game because I didn't think about it. I didn't have the wherewithal to do it, and I wish I had, because Lodric did nowhere near as much damage to our ships as Hellsen did, and look what I've gotten done with that. So we're going to keep draining as much fuel out of here as we possibly can. We've already shut down the oil refineries, and as much as they're not making fuel anymore, they're still going to make oil, but there's nothing I can do about that. But we can get fuel out, and we're not making more fuel. So let's do it. Let's get as much out as we can. I'm not going to try to get a lot of fuel out of like Balikpapan or Tarakan or anything like that, because it's just too risky. I got nothing to stop him from coming down this way. But we definitely have a little barrier of protection here with Java and these minefields. So we'll use Tjilet Jap and Oosthaven to drain as much fuel as we can, and we'll get it down into Australia. So that's pretty cool. I'm proud of myself on that. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out was this. Check these guys out. This is that AMC and that Minesweeper that went all the way to Mersing, and it got into a big engagement with, I don't know, one of his carriers or something, and survived. And we actually got it all the way back to Batavia. So these guys are going to actually make it. They were literally sailing in between 100 Japanese ships near Mersing about 3 days ago. And here they are, they're back. So, you know, that ship's got a good victory value. It took a bomb early in the campaign, but it's still alive. So I'm pretty excited about that, honestly. And then we also have the Dominion Monarch, which is affecting some repairs here. See? Actually, going high is better for us. But we've actually restored another, I believe it was not 10 before. So if we work on this for a few more days, we may be able to actually get this repaired enough to get it safely back to Cape Town, and we can move it off the map when it comes time. We'll never get to use it as a, well, I don't know. Maybe we can load some fuel on there and put some barrels of fuel in there and sail it out. But it's pretty cool that we saved the Dominion Monarch. So that was a big goal of mine. I saved that. And a big goal of mine is to be able to get the Porpoise out of Manila. And then after that, we'll look for the next kind of big thing that we want to do. I also noticed this out here. Where's it at? Yeah, look at this guy. This is the AM Penguin. It was previously at Guam, and when Guam got invaded, this guy got the heck out of Dodge at like warp speed because he had all kinds of ships coming in there, and I told the Penguin to get the heck out. So it's actually well on its way towards ADAC. So we'll have a nice minesweeper there at ADAC, and it actually has a little bit of ASW use too. See, it's got one depth charge rack. So, hey, that's something, right? The last thing I want to talk about, at least at this part of the map here, everything in Australia is going exactly to plan. Things are moving around. Ships are relocating. It's going great, but it should go great. We're only 4 days into this campaign. Look at this min-max master. Hellsen, typically people just kind of hopscotch down here. This guy split stuff into 4. And he's just taking 4 bases at once. That's impressive. I've never seen anybody take 4 of these bases in Dutch New Guinea, or Northeast New Guinea rather, that quickly. So that's a foreshadowing of things to come. He's probably not going to mess around. He may start taking all these bases really quick. It just took a long time to take a lot of these. He's, what, 5 days in, and he's already taken all these. So that's pretty cool. Cool for him. We got the unit out of Kavieng, and we also got another unit out of Rabaul. Right now, we're airlifting out the Rabaul Detachment Base Force, and that will be used at Port Moresby. So if we look at this, I'm using a lot of seaplanes to do this. We're well on our way of getting these guys out. We're also in the process of moving the Lark Battalion to Gazmata to hopefully, airlift it and subtransport it out, because I don't want it to be needlessly killed at Rabaul. There's no point. We're never going to be able to hold Rabaul, so why bother? But I can use the Lark Battalion here at Port Moresby, and it will help us with our overall defense of that place. The last place I want to talk about tonight is obviously Hawaii is pretty active with subs right now. We only have 4 spotted, but unfortunately the one here, I-8, took out the Farragut basically right here. So I have to make a choice here, like, is this worthwhile what I'm doing, or am I just putting ships out there in danger? So there's 2 schools of thought when it comes to like dealing with subs around Hawaii. School A is you flood it with tons of ASW ships like I'm doing, plus aircraft, so you can move convoys in and out unmolested. Or school of thought 2 is bring all of your ASW ships into Pearl Harbor and use those as just really, really heavy escort for your task forces. I'm somewhere in the middle on that. I feel like the ASW, I think the happy medium is having a large escort and the ASW ships, because the ASW ships preoccupy the subs so you can get your task forces out, because I got this guy out, I got that guy out, I got these 2 out. That guy's coming in, but I already added escort, right? Look at, I got that out, that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these task forces, right, all got out of Hawaii, and I think the reason is that I was running heavy ASW patrols, so that the subs weren't able to really go after the task forces. They were kind of stuck piddling around with the. Look at this guy. This guy got out. This guy got all the way through too. So what I'm going to do for now is, while I have task forces that are out, and need to go through a place, I'm going to use these ASW patrols. And as soon as the task forces have cleared the area, I'm going to bring all the patrols back in, and we'll just rinse and repeat when we have to move a task force. Because I don't want to just constantly be driving around doing ASW work, because we're in deep water here, right? And the chance of us hitting and damaging one of his subs is slim. But the chances of him taking one of us out with a torpedo is high, as you just saw. And I don't want to lose a lot of more destroyers like that. So that's kind of my plan for the ASW effort around Hawaii right now. I don't have a ton of stuff coming in and out for now, but I don't want to keep risking these ships just to give him torpedo bait, right? All right, so that's the turn. It wasn't horrible. It sucks that we lost to Farragut, but in the grand scheme of thing, it's a drop in the bucket as far as how many destroyers we're eventually going to get. I am really happy about as much fuel as we've moved out of Java and Sumatra. That's going to really give us a boost. Excuse me. It's going to give us a big boost in Australia getting fuel in there within the first couple weeks of the war. And all the fuel that I'm draining out of Java is fuel that he can't use, right? I don't really need a ton of fuel in Java anymore. Our refineries are no longer making it, so every drop that we get out is a drop that he can't get when he takes it, because I know he will. So that's my turn. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and Hellsen. If you haven't gone over to his channels, the Twitch channel and his YouTube channel, the links for those will be in my video description. And also, I'll give it a shameless plug to my Discord. If you want more information than you're getting from my videos, you got to join up there. Both me and Hellsen have private channels for the Allies and the Japanese, and I share way more information in there than I do in these videos for OPSEC purposes. So if you want to get a sneak peek and you want to kind of talk to me or Hellsen and ask questions about what we're doing, you got to join the Discord. The link is also at the end of this video and in the description. Come on over. It's free. I charge $0. Come get some of that stuff. I'll catch you guys soon.